Jack Bauer. They're,
Yeah.
they take the, y'all seeing back headquarters. Well, that technology is there, and every business needs to be where they're mobile friendly, because that's how more and more people are browsing the web. That's people's number one piece of technology.
Okay, but here's I'm playing devil's advocate again. I'm going to reach your point of oversaturation. And does that then mean the businesses have to create some kind of unique marketing message? Because if everybody's doing it, Andy, and if it's as simple as holding up your phone and putting up a video, instantly, then you got to have something creative or different to say, right? Not necessarily shocking, but different.
It is all about the message, Jack. You know that from any message, you can't just send somebody out there and say, "Hey, here's buy from us, buy from us, buy from us." That message is dead. It's old. It's tired. Tell me something. Why I should buy from your business? What is your business about? What kind of you talk about restaurant? Well, what kind of flour are you using? Are you using whole wheat and really great ingredients, or are you just what makes me like your business?
Well, and you're saying that. Now, can you mention some local clients, some work you've done to give an example to our listeners?
Well, we've done some work with Jeff Good and his enterprise, Manja Benet Restaurant Group, and Bravo, Salamukis. And one of the things that when we're working with a business, we have to learn all about the business in order to help them sell. And I've just been blown away by, you get behind the scenes of a restaurant and you learn about all different quality elements and all of those things, and you're like, that's what I want to know about as a consumer. Tell me why this food is so good. Don't just say, come by here, eat. But tell me about the backstory. Tell me about the chef. Tell me about those elements that, we all love food too, and we want to know about it. And Mississippi's a food culture, but what's the backstory? Because the backstory sells just as much as the food.
And you do that with other businesses too, not just restaurants.
Absolutely.
We've got a few more minutes with Andy Chapman here in the studio. Andy is with Team Halo, and we're talking about the launching of the Results Revolution. We're going to in a moment give you more the Greater Jackson Business with Jack Criss show, which is heard every Tuesday from 8 until 8:30 here at News Talk 1180 WJNT with Mr. Stan Carter handling the airship over there. I guess you could say the control board. All right, Results Revolution. One more time, you've got Jill Connor Brown, who, I had the pleasure of interviewing. You were there recently. She's a delightful lady. What do you think business owners out there are going to learn from Jill? What do you expect to learn from Jill, besides, what to wear at the Hilton, for Sweet Potato Queen night, which is important. But
Jill Connor Brown has done something phenomenal. Everybody writes books. Anybody can write a book. But she's written a book that has been a New York Times bestseller, and then continued on top of that success, done a lot of marvelous things for the community. And I think we're going to learn a lot about, it's the backstory of how did she get from running around, being in a parade, acting silly, to being a worldwide phenomenon.
Well, and at one time, Jill was a local columnist, and had lost her job, her writing job, and then all of a sudden got a book deal. And yeah, it is an entrepreneurial story, which is what I wanted to focus on, I'm sure, too. Not Absolutely. A lot of people know that. They think it is just kind of a shtick, and a successful one, but Jill Connor Brown is a shrewd businesswoman. What other guests are you looking to get, Andy? Have you got any you can talk about that you all have lined up at Results Revolution?
We've got the week after that, we're going to have Jeff Good from Manja Benet, and of course, Jeff's been interviewed. Every time they'll cut a TV camera on and Mike Jeff's there, we're going to ask him the questions that the TV cameras and the regular media have, and that's about what makes some of the service stuff that Jeff does in his restaurant, what makes that so phenomenal and extraordinary. And we'll be doing a show, I think it's 3 weeks from now, from Farmington, Michigan. That's part of the show, is that we work all over the country. Right. Wherever we are, we're committing to set aside the Tuesday noon hour Central Time to do the show. And so we're on site in Farmington, Michigan. We'll be interviewing a business owner up there, and their economy is not so unlike Mississippi's in a lot of ways. And I've been so impressed by some of the entrepreneurial stories of people who took their early retirement from a car company and started a small business, and now they're booming in a downtown in a place that you wouldn't expect. And so we want to take these success stories, share them across, the airwaves, across email, across the blog entries, and work with small businesses, for small businesses, in the real local sense of the word.
These stories have got to be told, which is what prompted me to start this magazine. I know it's a passion of yours, too, because so often they don't get the coverage they deserve. The fact that a business is successful and does well doesn't seem, to a lot of media sources, enough to merit coverage, and we disagree with that. To me, and I'm sure you agree with this, I can speak for you, it is a great story if you have stayed in business, stayed out of trouble, and produce good products that your customers want.
Absolutely.
And your contact information, Andy, if people want to learn about Team Halo or if they want to learn more about Results Revolution, how do they get in touch with you and Mariana?
Well, you can go to resultsrevolution.com. You can go to facebook.com/resultsrev. And that's probably the easiest way. And Twitter, ResultsRev on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook that way, right on our wall. Send us an email. We'll be glad to talk to anybody further. And I encourage any business owner, if you're a locally owned business, go to resultsrevolution.com, put your information in there. We're working on the coding for the back end of the database that's going to display it by location and by business type. But people are signing up every hour, and we're excited about that. But you local small business owners that are out there right now, put your information in the database.
And will you do an initial consultation with a business if they so desire? Will you assess what their needs are and give them the facts and the truth?
We do a 2-hour business consultant interview, or not interview, but consultation analysis for $500, and we'll sit down and go through all of the pieces that are in motion with your marketing machine, or maybe that aren't in motion with your marketing machine, and analyze that and kind of give you a framework for where to go with that. And it's 2 consultants for 2 hours, and you if you can't walk away with something out of that, I don't know where you can get it.
Can it be done? What's your favorite part of the job, Andy?
I love working with people. I love seeing successful people and getting to learn the backstories on successful businesses. I think that's one of the most fun things. Even
people like me who have trouble sending emails, let alone twittering or whatever.
We're going to get you some technology, Jack. You're going to have a phone that actually will do more than just ring and push touch tones.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
We'll see. Well, I'm glad to have you all on the side of Greater Jackson business, and I know you've done a lot of great things for other local businesses. I'm very excited about Results Revolution. I think you've got something here. But it is complicated, Andy, and I think that it might take time for some of the smaller businesses, but it's important for these businesses to know that this is not just for the big boys and the titans of industry. This is for any small business, whether you're in Pearl, Ridgeland, downtown Jackson, right? I mean, it's
absolutely. For them. Small businesses are the ones that can get the biggest push. If you get your small business, you get 5 or 6 extra clients in a week. It makes a huge difference to your bottom line, and that's the deal. I mean, if it can't fix your bottom line, then why are we doing it? Well, that's what we're looking for. Let's work on the bottom line.
Andy Chapman of Team Halo. Andy,
thanks for having us, Jack. It's been great, and look forward to many more seasons of success here in Jackson.
Well, and I want to tell our listeners that we are currently working on the March edition of Greater Jackson Business Magazine. It will be out soon. It will be a big issue. We are a monthly publication. Our website, I need to tout this, Andy, or you'll get on to me after the show. It's www.greaterjacksonbusiness.com. You can find video. You can find exclusive web material that is not available in the magazine. You can also find the entire issue online. So if you can't get a copy, you can go online. You can email me. I'll be glad to mail you a copy, or you can read it online, which is amazing. That's something else you couldn't do years ago. That's technology. And, of course, we will be here every Tuesday with the Greater Jackson Business Show with Jack Criss. And we've got some interesting guests lined up that I am excited about. More local businesses and some low authors that are working. The point of the magazine, I'm going to preach a little bit in the time we've got remaining, is, again, to promote the local businesses. I got up last night at the auditorium. I made a little impromptu